This is room 2408 of the Serenade All Suites in Punta Cana. Coming in from the front door. Right here on the left, you have the bathroom, one of two. You have a pedestal sink, I think it's what it's called, shaving mirror, and soap and lotion, toilet, extra roll of toilet paper, shower. As you can see, we use the shower to dry our clothes after we wash them after spending time in the pool and at the beach. Get this out of the way. You can see there's a overhead rain shower, wand, conditioner, shampoo, place to hang your towel, change of clothes. Housekeeping has not been great. There's not enough towels, or they forget to replace the towel. So when we checked in on Friday the 31st of October, there was a towel there, but since then they have not replaced the towels. Going through the hotel, in the room in particular, you notice touches that aren't perfect, not nearly perfect. It looks like an amateur did it. So, just looking at the paint, it's, again, does not look professional at all. This door stopper was fine up until this morning. After the maid came in, she must have knocked it off. I noticed that the floors were mopped today. You could smell bleach, so maybe she knocked that off when she was mopping the floors. But it smelled like bleach, so they are, making an attempt to clean it. Full-length mirror, light switches. Some of these light switches, I don't know if the bulbs are burnt out or they're not hooked up to anything, but as far as I can see, they don't do anything. This is the control for the ceiling fan. And then this is the thermostat for the living room area. We booked this room. I just booked the cheapest room with a pool view, and it turned out to be a junior suite. So we have this full living room area, which we don't use at all. Well, we don't use the seating area anyway. So it comes with a fridge, empty fridge. There is a stock fridge in the bedroom. Ice bucket, coffee maker, a couple of coffee cups, lots of storage, totally empty. There's nothing. There's no other cups, plates, dishwashing liquid, nothing. They're totally empty. They're clean, but they're empty. A hack that we saw on resorts in Punta Cana is to bring your own cups for the drinks. The best hack ever. I've been ordering pina coladas this whole time, and it's full. They fill it with pina colada. It's normal here. They don't give you a dirty look or anything like that. It's a great way to keep your drinks plentiful and cold. So that's great. So we brought our own dishwashing liquid and little brush to clean the cups. And so, luckily there's a sink here. We can do that. We weren't expecting it, but it just turns out that this is perfect for it. And also this is where we've been washing our clothes, because it's just bigger than the sink in the bathroom. Big TV, 50-inch. We've not used it at all. Lots of storage again. Balcony, which I'll show you later, and seating area with a pull-out sofa bed, and then 3 stools. Funny story is, if you look at the door here, there's no deadbolt, so there's just the one lock when you close the door and that's it, which makes us feel a little iffy. So I put a stool under there the first night. First night was fine. Second night, I noticed that someone had tried to enter the room while we were in the bedroom, and you could see that the stool was kind of pushed in a little bit. I don't think they came all the way in. I think they saw the stool and they turned around and they left. But the second night we put 2 stools, and no one's tried to enter the room since then. But I just noticed this as well. If you can see up here, this should be connected, and it's not. So I don't know if that's kind of, it's probably typical of, you know, resorts at this price point. It's just not great. And I wouldn't say this resort is cheap by any means, but it's probably mid-tier. And then you can enter the balcony from this way. We've not gone out through this door. We usually go out through the bedroom. There's wife over there sitting there. But I'll show you the balcony in another part of the video. Let's check out the bedroom. Here's the bedroom. Let's see if we can get more lights on in here. So another TV, looks a little smaller, maybe 42-inch. Lots of storage. We've been putting our like carry-on luggage, and we've been putting stuff away when we go to the pool, and whenever we leave the room, we put everything away so nothing gets thrown out, nothing gets taken, nothing weird goes on. We just put everything away. This is part of the all-inclusive stuff they let you have. So when we came in originally first day, I think we had 2 bottles of water out here, and then there was another 2 or 4 bottles in the fridge underneath here. And then we had 1 bag of chips, 1 peanuts, and 1 cheese crackers. So I've been tipping the guy who refills us $1 a day, and he just gives us extra stuff. So, and it's, I mean, I would have tipped him maybe if he didn't give us extra stuff, but he's been giving us extra stuff, which is great. So here's a look of what we had. We've been asking for soda water. So we get that extra, well, not extra, but it wasn't there before. Beer, Presidente, Coors Light, Coca-Cola, Fanta Orange, Sprite, and I don't know if that's Coke Zero or just other Coke, I'm not sure. But I did some research online. If you like Mexican Coke, you'll probably like Dominican Coke because they use cane sugar, according to Google, so that's pretty cool. A chair. So not only do I put a stool under the door in the front, but I put a chair under this door at night. So just in case someone comes in here, they'll have something blocking their way in here. So enough, hopefully, that I wake up. And then they can murder me while I'm awake. King size bed, very comfortable. On the firm side, but we like it. Pillows, my wife finds the pillows comfortable. I find them not comfortable, but to each their own, I guess. Nightstands, I'll just show you on this side, they're the same, but with the exception of, so you have the climate control on this side, the fan for the ceiling fan in this room here, charger, and then you have, I think, so this adjustable reading light, that, and then these 2 lights here. One is for up here, and then the other one is for above the kind of desk area. Really comfortable. We like this room a lot, actually. And then you have your in-room safe, place to hang your clothes, bathrobe, 2 sets of slippers. My wife's using the other ones right now. 2 umbrellas, bathrobes, again, I don't know if I mentioned that. Storage, extra pillows, and then the bathroom. So there's a scale down there. It doesn't work. I tried. Wanted to make sure I wasn't gaining too much weight, but I can't check, so I guess, we'll say I'm fine. Towels, again, yesterday, the maid forgot to replace all the towels, so we didn't get any floor towels. She didn't again today, but I caught her in the hallway and she came back and she gave us a floor towel. I don't know if she forgot, but or they ran out. I think she said she only had one. And then same with these small little face towels. She had to come back later and bring us these face towels because she didn't have them on her when I asked her. Bathtub, we just put our wet shoes after the beach. We rinse them off and we just put them in here to dry off. Toilet and shower. Again, same as the other one. Overhead here, wand, conditioner, and shampoo. Water pressure for the overhead. I mean, it's not a lot. It's okay, but the water pressure of the wand is quite strong. Water drainage is okay. Doesn't get super hot, but I mean, it's so hot here. I don't really want to take a really hot shower anyway. Amenities, again, soap, body lotion. It did come with a comb. I took the comb. They haven't replaced it, so I guess with just one comb per visit. Some bar soap, and shaving kit. I don't know what that vanity kit is. I have no idea. As you can see though, like I haven't touched this cup since the maid came in and it's still wet. So I don't know if she just rinses it under the sink and then just puts it there. That's what I'm guessing she does, but I don't know. I don't really consider that clean. Maybe that's just me and you're fine with it, but I'm a little picky. And then also I noticed that here there's a little bit of toothpaste spittle from me probably a couple days ago that was never wiped. So cleaning is good in some areas, like she mopped the floor, but she didn't wipe the counter. So I don't know if I'm just being picky, but it could be better. That's all I'm saying. But it could be worse. So I'm not too bothered by it. But yeah, that's the bathroom here. So you got double vanity, and then you got this lights. Oh, and you got the mirror lights. So it's quite well lit, except for the shower, which is quite dark. But maybe that's good. You don't want electrical outlets or light fixtures in the shower when construction is a little iffy. But I like this room. Like I said, when I booked it, I thought it was just like a junior poolside room. So I thought it would be basically just this room and not that living room part. So to get all this is, great, more than what we asked for, and we're more than happy. And I like the decor. The green jungle vibe is nice. This wood is kind of nice. Just don't look too close at the details. Yeah, I don't think. I think most people will find this room, nice, or more than good enough. So I'll show you video of the balcony that I did earlier today when the lighting was better. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. So this is room 2408, which I think the 2 in the 2408 is building number 2, I think, and then the 4 is the 4th floor. So we're on the top floor. I think all junior suites are on the top floor, because you need room for the hot tub, which we haven't used and we probably won't use. And then you have a nice little seating area and some lounge chairs if you want to relax up here. So I think we probably would relax, but then like today for housekeeping, I noticed that they didn't provide any extra towels. So I think they only give you one set of towels. which we're using as bath towels because we take a shower, we need to dry off. But they're really big, and I think they're meant for like lounge chairs. So maybe we'll call down and ask for towels. Today they actually didn't leave any face towels or a floor towel for the shower. So we're gonna need to ask them to leave that. And then you can look at our view. The view is great. So you get an ocean view and a pool view. So there are 3 pools in the adults only area. Well, I mean, not including these kind of swim up pools for these rooms down here. But so you have that pool there, which is the main pool, like the party pool. So you can see people there. See if I can zoom in. Underneath that waterfall looking thing, that's the swim up bar. That's the loudest pool by far. They have a few activities where they play loud music, but you know, basically after 6 o'clock, it's pretty quiet, so no issues at all in terms of noise. And then the beach is just past the pool. This one is kind of the mid excitement pool. It's pretty quiet. As you can see now, there's maybe one person over here and one person over here. We basically are around this pool around, you know, 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon to 4 in the afternoon. And I would say, you know, first week in November, it's probably a quarter full at most, or 10% full. There is the La Palapa, I think it's called. So during the day, it's Caribbean cuisine, and then in the evening, it's Italian. I thought that you could go here for dinner without making reservations, but you have to make reservations for dinner here. And then on the far end, closest to the lobby, that's the quietest pool, and it's for elite members only. So we're not elite, so we don't have access to it, and it's really quiet. Like it's if you're paying to be an elite member just for a quiet pool, at this time I'd say it's not worth it. I would say just go to this middle pool, and for us it's quiet enough. But so that's the quietest pool, and then the building straight forward that's the lobby. So there's the lobby, and I think the gym's on the second floor. Yeah. And then all these other hotels, that's actually on Serenade Hotel, the family suite, the family side. So that's not part of the All Suites. That's for the family hotel.